We're at the TRX booth, also known as the Turks booth.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm here with my old buddy, David Levine, and we're going to look at the new models that you're introducing here. Where should we start, David?
Right here is the place to start. Hello to all you drum viewers and drum magazine readers. We're here at the NAMM 2014, where, as you know, last year we, and it was a very popular video clip, I believe, that we did. We introduced the Lightning and Thunder crashes. The 20, 18, and 16 in the Lightning, which is based on our Bright series, and the Thunder, which is based on our Dark series. This year we're expanding the line a little bit with the Lightning and Thunder Splashes, and the Lightning and Thunder Chinas, and the Lightning and Thunder Hi-Hats, which we're calling the Storm. Because when you put a Lightning and a Thunder together, of course, you get a storm. And I would love to demonstrate them for your audience right now.
Great.
Okay. You can see here that this is a thunder top and a bright lightning bottom.
Oh, I see.
It's just reversed over there with the lightning on top and the thunder on the bottom.
Oh, so that's how those sets are sold then?
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's based on our dark bright hi-hat, which is very, very popular with a lot of the rock drummers.
Because those were really pretty different sounds. That with the dark on top is a lot trashier than having the bright on top.
It was very interesting to hear how different the cymbals actually influence the sound. It makes a big difference. And why we combine those two is because the bright hi-hat was very dry and loud and piercing, but it didn't have any of the trashy nastiness to it.
The body.
Right, which is what the Dark series has. So I said, well, if I take the trashiness of a Dark and combine it with the dryness of a Bright, we might get a really nice rock cymbal.
So you got the extra advantage of kind of a drummer can have two completely different sounding sets of hi-hat.
Yeah, you can reverse them. You definitely can reverse them. We don't really promote that, but it happens.
Now, which is the heavier of the two?
Good question.
We'll edit that out. No, we won't.
No.
I mean, because typically the heavier cymbal goes on the bottom.
Right. Well, actually, they're fairly even in weight because generally a bright cymbal is a heavier cymbal to begin with. So we take the bottom dark cymbal, which is a heavy cymbal, and the bright top cymbal, which is already a heavier cymbal. And I would say they're pretty evenly matched. It's not that big of a difference between the two.
Well, it really evens out the range in a very nice way, and the cymbals definitely have a family sound.
Yes, thank you. It's really been fun developing these new sounds and seeing where they've been relevant. And we have a lot of like hardcore guys like on the Warp Tour playing the Dark series, which I would think, well, that's not going to work for them at all. But they want a lot of contrast in this particular cymbal. So instead of a China or some other type of effect, they'll use a dark cymbal. I find a lot of the R&B guys are using the brighter cymbals. But it's just a musical sound that they can apply wherever they want to use it.
It's pretty interesting how a lot of metal guys want trashier sounding cymbals these days because they want a crash ride on their ride cymbals,
right.
So they can get that really wide overtone spread.
Yeah, again, it's all about contrast now. It used to be drummers would want a very complementary blend in their cymbal setup, and now we're finding that they like the contrast. They like to have dark hi-hats and a bright ride and a lot of effect cymbals, a lot of chinas and stacks and all sorts of things. And it's kind of become like on a drum set you have snare drum, tom-toms, and bass drums because you want that spectrum of sound. You don't have all snare drums or all bass drums.
Right.
And so I think that what we're seeing is that concept of a tonal spectrum being applied to the cymbal setup as well as the drum setup.
And you really can extend that to the kind of increasing interest in hybrid drum sets, electronic acoustic.
Absolutely. I think it's all about sound more than ever.
Yeah.
It's not about how you produce the sound. That's a means to an end. The end is, does this sound good? Can I use it in a musical context? And I mean, it's a nice evolution of the art.
Where should we go from here?
We can go over to the CRX range.
Okay, we'll follow you. Okay, David, we're looking at the TRX Cymbals. What do you have here that's new this year?
Well, again, last year was when we launched the whole CRX line, which is a B20 series of cymbals that's made in China instead of Turkey, hence CRX instead of TRX. We have the classic, rock, and extreme series, which is similar to our dark, medium, and bright range we have in TRX. But the finish on the extremes has been upgraded this year to a brilliant finish. And so you can see how, shiny these ones are. Still really great sounding. I'll play a few of them. So, for a mid-range cymbal, it still has a very nice, versatile tone to it. The other thing that we're doing in all the TRX cymbals, we're offering it with the reverse bell.
Oh,
because most drummers today use their cymbals inverted because they don't want to play right on the edge. So this allows you to have a much more balanced cymbal with being able to still play on the edge, and still the sound is exactly the same.
That makes a lot of sense. It's actually easier to keep it stable on your stand by having the reverse bell.
Yeah, so it's more durable. You're not going to be tweaking it, and you're going to be playing on the edge where you break sticks or you break the cymbal so much.
And I guess theoretically you could also use some bell sounds by doing it that way.
Yes.
For a little variety. Yeah, that's cool. And now, so what are the price points on what we're looking at here?
Well, the CRX range is approximately half of the TRX range, so where a TRX pair of hi-hats might retail around $500 and sell in the stores for $350, $400. The price of like a pair of CRX hi-hats here would be $250 and sell in the stores for maybe around $175, $180.
Wow, that's really easy for a kid to get into.
I think so, and again, as I've been stressing, it's not just a 20-inch ride, 16-inch crash, and 14 hi-hats in a box. In each series, we have 30 cymbals. We have rides, crashes, splashes, crash rides, chinas, hi-hats. So a young drummer can still build their sound. They can make their setup whatever they want it to be, and they can mix and match dark and medium and bright, and it's been very, very popular. We're actually have CRX now in about 40 of the School of Rock locations around the country. It's growing really, really quickly. We have a program. We don't do endorsements with CRX, but we have a program called CRX Exceptionals, and we found some really, really skilled, amazing young drummers all over the world, China, Indonesia, France, that we're using to not only promote our products, but to promote drumming itself and get kids more excited about drumming.
Yeah, what are we looking at, David?
This is a CRX Prime. It's a B8, so it's a really beginning level cymbal. Still fairly good quality. I'm not going to say you want to use it in your professional gigs.
Don't go overboard now, David.
but where CRX is half of what the TRX Highline is, this is about a third.
Wow.
So we've taken that $500 pair of hi-hats down to about $200 retail and maybe $100 at the store.
That's great.
And yeah, they're nice cymbals, and it just completes our line. That was really my goal in doing this, is to have the Lexus, the Toyota, and the Yaris all in a CRX or TRX related cymbal. So for dealers and for drummers, they can have the full range.
You want to give us a quick sound, demonstration?
Okay. Do I have to?
Nah. I'll just keep the mic up here. No, I mean, for that price point, they sound pretty darn good. I mean, I wish I'd had these cymbals when I was a 9-year-old drummer. Yeah.
That's kind of you to say. I like to think that everything we have is good sounding and a price point as well. And if we can continue doing that, I think we'll continue to be successful.
Well, hey, I really appreciate you showing us around the booth today, and have a great show.
Yes, everybody. Take care. Be sure to stay on the Drum Magazine website and read Drum Magazine.